All right, everybody on the interwebs, here we go. This is Filipino Mac Salad, aka Booze Mac. My last name is Booze, so I call it Booze Mac. What do we got going on here? We got these noodles cooking in regular macaroni elbow. Just a regular get to water to a boil, add kosher salt, and then add olive oil and let the noodles go. I check it at 15 minutes, and then this batch was around 20 minutes. So that may or may not be what your oven is gonna do, but definitely check it between 10 to 15 minutes, and we want it to be fully cooked. And then what are the rest of the ingredients? We got the relish, and then we got the crushed pineapple, and one thing I don't have on here is the light mayonnaise. So these are the main ingredients that we have. The only ingredients we have. We don't have any sugar or anything like that. And then of course we have this chicken. This chicken here is about 2 cups of chicken. I think weight wise, it's about a third to a half pound of chicken. I didn't weigh it, but I'll show you a picture of it. It's actually 2 cups, and it's definitely plenty for this amount of elbow noodles. You could use rotini, you could use other kind of noodles as well, but you know the traditional mac salad is elbow noodles. There's no carrots or anything like that. You could add that if you want. The idea here is to keep it all natural. Again, this is just relish, mayonnaise, pineapple on top of some noodles. The idea is to get this thing bone chilling cold. Look at the noodles right now, though. I'm trying to show you as much as I can of what the noodles, how should look like. But when we get down to the closer to the 100% cooked, you'll see that I'm trying to highlight that as much as possible. But here you go. Again, relish, the chicken, and the pineapple, plus the mayo on top of the mac. 20 minutes into the boiling of the macaroni. Just wanted to kind of show you what it looks like. I mean, it's gonna take you time to understand what that really means, right? But look at it. It's fully cooked. It's about double the size of the tiny macaroni eggs. But look at it. All right. Just want to show you as much as I can and explain through a video of how you want this, how much you want the macaroni cooked. Again, one-handed, so hopefully, glad it's not fogging up on us. And then I'll go ahead and take it I'll let it go ahead and just sit a little bit. Okay, turn the heat off, mix it around. This is just what I do, right? Letting it soak up that water so we can get a little fatter. I'm fattening up the noodles. Then I'll go ahead and strain it. And then I'll go ahead and just put cold water over it. And I will show you that. I'll do this for about 3 minutes to 5 minutes. I won't let it sit for long, right? I'm not gonna let it cool in there. I never tried that. They never know. That might be the best thing to do, but there you go. All right. And if somebody says that 20 minutes is way too long, you'll see when I actually start mixing the rest of the ingredients how the structure of the elbow will still stay the same. You know what I mean? It's not gonna get all mushed up and everything. So so to each his own. But again, I wanted to show you how much I boil them and what they look like. All right. So you see the olive oil helps. It doesn't get sticky and all that kind of stuff, right? So I paid a lot of attention to this because sometimes the people's noodles are too mushy. So I hope this helps. Show you how I was talking about taking the juice out of the crushed pineapple can. I just kind of drain it a little bit. Just leave it there for a little bit. Only because of the fact that some of these cans have a lot of juice in it. And if I opened it up a little bit more and probably put an air hole, it'd be faster. But just wanted to show you that sometimes it can fill up half of this. And you just want to, when you're actually first doing it, you want to actually keep it as dry as possible. And then after it gets cold, which you'll see I put in the refrigerator, then add those juices, equal sweetness, just so it's not all sloshing around in it. Look how much juice I got out of this thing already. You see that I'm talking about? Just FYI. This is a reference, 2 cans, right? Look how much juice I got in there, and there's plenty more in there, but at least when I do this first next step here, I'm just gonna add as much crushed pineapple, specifically the pineapple, as much as possible until about an hour, 2 hours into it, where while it's in the fridge, and then I add the rest of that juice, and that juice is all goodness, right? That's the sweetness of this. So just wanted to show you, it's a technique that I use. I've done it the other way, but you know, this is the preferred way I like it. Okay, so that is 4 heaping tablespoons of that sweet relish, and the 2 cans of pineapple. You know, with the juices drained as much as I could, and I'm gonna go ahead and mix them up. So my mixing style is as easy as just, you know, trying to spread it out, and going from the bottom up. From the bottom up. It's hard with one hand, but I wanted to show you. Look at the noodles. See how they're staying firm, and they're still tender. All right. Just wanted to give you a little bit of from the bottom, all the way from the bottom, all the way scraping that bottom and up, and I'll mix it up. Okay. And what's the next ingredient? The mayonnaise. So let me just do this, and then I'll show you how I've mixed it up to. This is like less than 30 seconds. I've mixed it up. See the consistency? The reason I do this before I put the mayo and the chicken in is I want to make sure the pineapple, it's hard to see because it's almost similar color, right? And when you get the mayo in there, you're not going to see any of this. I just want to make sure it's all kind of mixed up from the top to bottom. You know, making sure that I'm not crushing the noodles, but as you can tell, they're not crushed. And then I'm going to add the 2 cups of chicken and the mayo. First step, the chicken, couple of stirs, and then the mayo. And that's all because, again, I just want to make sure it's kind of spread around between the chicken, the relish, and the pineapple with the macaroni back before I put the mayo in, just because of the fact that, you know, I just want it to be all, each bite has all the flavors. And the mayo is just to your taste. I'm going to try and give you a measurement on that, but it's really to your taste. I'm going to say it's at least 3/4 of a cup to 2 cups. That's the variance of it. But I'll show you my way. Chicken. I'll stir them up. And look at that. That is some protein. Quick shot of how much chicken is in there. That was at 2 cups. Look, that's a lot of chicken. It's mixed in very well. All right. Now for reference, I just made a batch like a couple of days ago, so I used half of this. This is a 20-ounce bottle. So let's say 10 ounces is what I'm going to put in here. I'll let you know if there's more. But 10 ounces right now is what I'll go ahead and put in this. And this is a squeeze bottle, so it's easier to spread around. All right. So this is a reference. 10 ounces, quick reference. The ugly shot, but when I mix it up, this is the lightest I can do. 10 ounces right here, and I'll show you how it goes. That's the 10 ounces. I mean, I'm trying to use as light amount of mayo as I can. I've tasted this, and you've seen me the ingredients I put in there. 4 dollops of sweet relish, 2 cans, not even the juice yet, 10 ounces of mayo. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the refrigerator, and it's gonna get a little more white, so you'll see the mayo more. And the mayo does have taste, but I'm trying to put as less as I can. You saw I use light mayo. And then I'll revisit this and see what it looks like, the consistency and everything. But I just wanted to show you what it looks like right now. I'm going to put it in the fridge for at least an hour. Wrap it in plastic and see what it is. But I'm just telling you, it already tastes good already. All right, this is 1 hour in the refrigerator. And look how it's looking right now. Unstirred. I'll stir it up and tell you so you can see what it looks like. For about 15 seconds. And to me, it tastes good and it looks good. So I'll put it back in the fridge. I'll just wrap it up in saran wrap and put it back in the fridge, and that's a wrap. You can add more mayo on it. It's again the mayo, relish, and the pineapple. That's all flavor. It isn't really bone chilling cold yet, so I'm not going to add the pineapple juice. But once I do that, it'll be even sweeter. But hopefully you can take a look at that. Much mayo's in there. The mix between the relish, chicken, mayo, and pineapple. See, I was saying that you don't see the pineapple too much once you put the mayo in there. So that's why I put that last. But hey, look at the piece of pineapple right there. All right. Hope this helps. It's sweet tasting. It's good cold. It lasts a while.